Yeah, now this video was going, to basically talk about how people, and I see it all the time, like hypocritical stuff going on. Judgmental people, hypocritical. And they say things like, "Oh Lord" and "Jesus" out of their mouth all the time, but then they do satanic shit. Now me, I'm not I read a lot in the Bible and I've read a lot of other books. And throughout these 10 years of study and all of this, off and on, I've learned that it's basically what you do with the material that makes you. Because a lot of people tend to be phony. They tend to want you to believe that they so in order with themselves and they all out of fucking order. And what is this that you got to make sure that you make people see it? And then I notice other people, they just stay in other people's business, but they don't want to help the person. Like they'll be all talking about somebody, but then they don't want to help them. They just want to talk about them. That's all they want to do. They don't want to help them. But you so concerned about them. If you concerned about them so much, and you don't like what they do, or some type of shit you don't like, then address that. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. See what's happening. All that talking behind the back. You know what that is? That's that very same thing that a lot of Christians talk about. That's satanic. That's satanic, but they do that shit. They do all that gossip. You can talk all this church shit all you want, and your behavior don't even motherfucking match it. You can sit there all day long and front with. You can't front with me. I don't care because I don't have to follow that stuff because I know a lot of that is mind control. Anyway, so I don't follow it because I don't put that in my heart. Once you put something in your heart, you got to follow something that you clearly don't understand because as we all know, as people, we'll never be perfect. You'll never be perfect. You can strive for it, but you're going to make mistakes, but you shouldn't kill yourself because of the mistakes you make. You should learn from the mistakes. That's basically all it is. Learn from the mistakes, but don't be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I ain't going to be no hypocrite because, hey, I'm going to mess up here and there. I'm going to do certain things here and there, whatever, because I might want to do it. But that's me. That's about taking accountability for yourself and stop trying to put it on something else and then turn around and act like the very thing you say is satanic. You turn around and act just like it. And then you got people in the conscious community, if you know the story of Set, then you understand is why you acting like that dude or that entity when you supposed to be acting the opposite of that. You're supposed to be acting like maybe a Sar or had the persona of that. But no, you got the persona of something demonic, something the opposite of it. You know what I'm saying? And then you try to put out conscious shit, but then you act in your behavior. It's all about behavior. It ain't about talking. It's about behavior, man. And that's what I've been noticing. But me, every now and then I'm going to slip here and there, but I'm not acting holier than thou to neither principle because I know better. Once you start putting yourself in the box, you got to live in that box. And basically it's hard to live in that type of box. So therefore I would never criticize another person like to the point where I can't, like I'm better than them like this and that. When everybody makes mistakes and they do all of this, I don't care what that person is doing, what they win. I'm not going to come down on them because I ain't perfect. And then turn around and say Lord or Jesus or Isis or Osiris or a Haru or any, say all that out my mouth, but my actions showing I don't want some old demonic shit. You know what I'm saying? And gossiping is demonic. You know what I'm saying? That's demonic too. It's just like if you ever seen The Exorcist, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go to all that. If you ever seen The Exorcist and the girl possessed and she's saying one thing 1 minute, then she's saying something the next minute. She talking crazy 1 minute, then she say, come here, let me. Then she just all crazy all over the place. Now, don't you see that same type of behavior today in people? And then they turn around and say Jesus out their mouth or any type of motherfucking high conscious entity out of their mouth after they resort that type of behavior. No, that ain't how it's supposed to be. So with me, I'm not saying none of that stuff. I'm not trying to act like holier than thou. And I'm not saying, oh, I went to church today just for saying it and then acting all crazy after that. I ain't doing none of that because I don't give a no about it. You know what I'm saying? Because all that is mind control, B. So I don't have to be in no box like y'all here, but you put yourself in a box by motherfucking doing all that and then acting the opposite. See, I ain't in that box because I don't believe in all that old shit like that. So therefore, I ain't in no box, and I'm gonna be just fine, G, because I know what's wrong and what's right, and I know I'm gonna mess up, and then I'm gonna make mistakes, and then I'm gonna try to rectify the mistakes. That's all it is. And maybe because my parents taught me wrong and right. Before I even knew what a Bible was, they taught me wrong and right. They just, I guess it was instinctively put into me what wrong and right was. Even if I did wrong, I knew I was doing wrong. And if I did wrong and I was doing wrong, I knew that I was going to have to pay the consequence for myself doing wrong. And I would say that to myself. When I was ever in a situation and I was like, you know what? If I do this, I'm going to have to do this. This was going to happen. If I do this, this was going to happen. And I knew I was going to have to take that because it's my responsibility. I'm responsible for whatever I do, not what somebody else do. You know what I mean? So therefore, I understand that. I can't put it off on something else, pointing the finger on something else, pointing the finger in another direction, blaming something some other way. That type of psychosis. I don't have to do that. I just go ahead and be like, okay, what part did I play in the shit going wrong? Or what part did I play in this or whatever? And take that little whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna go point fingers at people and do all that because that don't do nothing but make me look crazy, then turn around and say Jesus or any type of conscious entity out of my mouth after that. Then you just look crazy. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? It's like, what I'm saying is retarded. So I don't live in the confines of that type of paradigm. I don't live in those confines because I understand once you start putting all that stuff over you, you got to live to that. You got to live to that. You have to. Because another, if you're not, you being a hypocrite. You know what I mean? And I ain't got to live to none of that because I ain't put myself to that. I use common sense. Like I know it's a creator. That's right. I know there's a creator. That's it. Now anything else, whatever. A lot of stuff was manipulated. A lot of things. I can always say that Kemet was the start of a lot of these religions, all of them. Not just a lot of them, but damn, just all of them. Because actually the oldest religion on the planet is voodoo anyway. You know, so, and people think voodoo is so bad. Oh, they think it's bad. It could be bad when it's used the wrong way, just like a gun, just like anything you get. It could be, if it's used the wrong way, it could be bad, and it could be put out as bad, but it's not necessarily so. But anyway, like I'm saying, it's a lot of hypocrites. You know what I mean? They demonic acting people, but then they turn around and go, Lord and Jesus, all this old shit. Nobody want to hear that. It's always about your actions. Me, I ain't got to live by none of that. I'm looking at all the ones that's always saying Lord and Jesus out their mouth. I'm looking at all the ones that are always trying to be super conscious out their mouth, but their actions is not putting it. It don't matter if you sip on some Hennessy. It don't matter if you do that as long as you got control. And I do sip Hennessy. That's right. And I do sip yak. That's right. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got control and you ain't being a person that's not accountable for your own actions, like you some old dummy, you don't know how to have control over nothing that you do, then you might need somebody to control, to babysit your grown self. You know what I mean? But me, I don't need that. I got control. I do what I want to do and then stop and then go back to doing what I want to do, then stop. And I could do it like that. That's control. That's being a controlled person. You know what I mean? But I'm not out here to criticize another person for what they do or what they don't do, knowing I got shit in my closet, knowing I got skeletons and shit. I want to keep deflecting so I don't have to think about my shit. Because that's what people do. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, if you all this stuff you claiming to be, all this religion and shit, or whatever you want that, why don't you follow that shit? I mean, you got to follow it, man. See, I do studies on that stuff. I do studies because it's nothing but principles and understanding of how to move and how to walk around here in an upright, civilized way. That's basically all it is. It ain't nothing to be worshiping because you don't worship nothing. You know what I mean? You don't supposed to worship nothing. You know what I mean? You're supposed to give respect, give praise to whatever it is that you like or whatever vice that you own or whatever. But me, I understand that the sciences and the laws and the principles of Kemet started all these religions. So I can't even mess with them like that. And I got it all on my page and it shows it. I mean, if you don't want to open your eyes, then you don't want to open your eyes. But me, I'm not about to deflect it because a lot of things people do is based off emotion, and then they can't live by what they do after they make that emotional damn choice. And then they sit there and go, okay, yo, Lord, and this and that and the other. When you the issue. It ain't nothing else the issue. You the issue. You know what I'm saying? You the demon that you say that you don't like. You know what I mean? You the demon that you say you don't like. It's all about good vibes. There ain't nothing gonna help you but your karmic value. So you want to go around being all crazy and hypocritical, that's the way your life gonna be. You know what I'm saying?